couple of ropey 0-2s, like, for example, the Chiefs are at 0-2. For example, that we don't necessarily believe that they're an 0-2. You can have some fraudulent 2-0s as well going into week 3. But if you're 0-3 or you're 3-0, we kind of have to start taking both of those seriously.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, and I think week 3 is the
a lot of
moving
injuries
week.
already hitting the NFL in week 3 too. A lot of injuries,
Yeah,
so that makes it interesting too.
Yeah, huge amounts of injuries. We'll see how teams can get over those injuries, and we'll talk about the quarterback injuries to come. But Jay, on the show and for the viewer, we have our reactions to week 2. We're going to look at the Lions versus the Bears. We're going to look at that crazy game between the Cowboys and the Giants. We're going to talk about the Chiefs and the Eagles, the Texans and the Buccaneers. We're then going to look at the quarterback injuries and what that means for their respective teams. We've then got our week 2 overreactions, our segment GMJ, where I ask Jay a question that I have that I would like to ask to a GM, and he tries his best to answer it for me. We've then got our week 2 MVP and our week 2 rookie MVP to come before moving into Thursday night football and looking ahead to week 3 with some best bets as well. So Jay, let's start at the top where we have the Lions putting it down on the Bears, the Lions dropping 50 points on the Bears. And Jay, did the Lions just remind us that they are Super Bowl contenders?
This is so weird with week 2, right? Because I'm like, what are the Bears? But I am impressed with what I saw from the Lions coming off the week 1 performance, because I don't think they played well. I still have questions about their defense coming off that game with the Bears, but I felt like, okay, we're seeing an offense starting to gel. I really saw Amon St. Brown realize that it's the NFL season too. Like during that game, it was like, oh, we're playing football again. So their stars are starting to like feel it. Jameson Williams had that fucking great big play, and it's like, okay, if they can spark that with Jared Goff, pick up a rhythm with their offensive coordinator, we can see the same Lions offense. And don't get me wrong, I don't think their defense looked as bad as it did week 1, and I don't even think they looked horrible. I'm just like, I see weaknesses, and can they fix those? Is that a scheme thing? Are they just still missing Aaron Glenn? And sometimes it takes a few weeks to get used to the new defensive coordinator. But I feel like the Lions still showed us like they are definitely in the mix in the NFC, and that we shouldn't overlook them after one bad week.